What's up? What's up? It's your boy DMR. I just wanted to make this short, quick vlog, real quick. Talking about Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, who fought last Saturday. Um, I just want to give my thoughts on that fight, and I want to commend them two men for giving one of the best performances in boxing history. I think Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder is going to go down in history as two of the all-time greats. Um, I just want to pinpoint some things that I seen in Deontay Wilder, which is his strengths. His strengths was that he had heart. He came to fight, and it showed that he can stand up to a lot of punishment. His limitations were, and I say limitations because weaknesses can be corrected, and he's just limited in this issue. And one of his limitations was of his boxing skill. When you seen Deontay throw that punch, that jab to the body, the midsection of Tyson Fury, notice his right hand was going out like this. His right hand wasn't glued to his face. That's basic boxing instruction. That's what everybody's taught from day one. Before they had their first amateur fight. Limitation 2 was when he was against the ropes, he didn't cover himself, like having your hands up, covering yourself, covering your rib cage, covering your chin, covering your face. He didn't do that. There was a few limitations that Deontay did that I had picked up on as being an amateur fighter myself. Now, mind you, both of them gentlemen were professionals. I never turned pro, but I fought amateur, and I understand basic boxing fundamentals. And the fundamentals of boxing goes in professional and amateur ranks. When you understand pro boxing is more about distance. It's about pacing yourself. Pros go from 4 rounds to 6 rounds to 8 rounds to 10 rounds to 12 rounds. It was 15 until the last sanctioned fight was 15 round. It was Mike Tyson versus Tyrell Biggs, and that fight was the last sanctioned 15-round bout in boxing in the United States. But mind you, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. When you're fighting amateur boxing, amateurs is 3 rounds, novice 3 rounds, 2 minutes, open class 3 rounds, 3 minutes. You have to get everything off within 3 rounds. I don't think y'all can see me good because there's this damn sun. The amateur ranks is that you have to get everything off in 3 rounds. So you have to be a boxer puncher. But in the professional ranks, because of the distance of the rounds, you can kind of take your time and pick your shots. I'm going to deal with Tyson Fury now. Tyson Fury is a specimen of a man. He's 6'9", 277 pounds. Now, mind you, at fight night, Tyson Fury had to weigh about 280. Deontay Wilder had about 240. So, mind you, in training camp, you're training, you're getting down in your weight. Come the press conference, after the training, you can eat at the press conference. Leading up to the fight, they say eat something real light, so you won't be weak. Tyson Fury is a specimen of a man. He has a good jab, he has good footwork, and he's very elusive. For those that understand boxing, know what I'm talking about being elusive. Very seldom do I hear fighters talk about being, fight so-called people that are boxing experts talk about being elusive. Tyson Fury is very elusive. I think he's going to be a champion for a minute, but I think his limitations is that he can't take a good accumulation of punches, and I think that his limitations is when he gets hit, he can fold at any time. I think Deontay Wilder is much more durable than Tyson Fury. I think that the punch on the ear from Tyson Fury on Deontay Wilder made Wilder knocked off his equilibrium. His equilibrium. I think that's what happened. I think that's why he remained in a state of drowsiness throughout the fight. I just want to give this quick assessment of that fight. I think it's going to boil down to a Tyson Wilder 4. The reason why I say that is because I think that Tyson Wilder's going to knock out half of the people that he's going to fight. I think that guy from the Ukraine's going to get knocked out. I think he's going to beat Dylan White. I think Deontay Wilder's going to fight Ruiz. It's going to be a tough fight. I think Deontay's going to knock out Ruiz. And I think it's going to be a Wilder Tyson Fury 4. Now, if you ask me what I think about Tyson and Fury 4, I don't know. But I know this. When Deontay Wilder gets hit on his ear, it throws his equilibrium off. Now, if that's the case with all the fighters that he's going to fight, Deontay Wilder should retire. If it's not the case, I think Deontay is going to be the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. I think it's going to happen within 3 to 4 years. I think that he's going to regain the titles by knockout. I really believe that. And my respect goes out to Tyson Fury, man. Tyson Fury for the courageous fight. Deontay Wilder for the excellent fight. I think that their fight's going to go down amongst the Thriller in Manila. I think it's going to be an all-time classic. I believe that these two men have made history. And I just want to congratulate the both of them and thank them very much for an awesome show. And I look forward to seeing Tyson Fury giving good shows and Deontay Wilder giving good shows. With that said, it's your boy Dan Moore signing off. Peace.